So these are the content of the presentation: introduction, problem statement. Then we'll talk about the proposed solution and how we have performed different experiments, then results, and finally conclude with the conclusion part. If you talk about the remote sensing field, so in last couple of years, this field has attracted a lot of attention of the researcher from different communities. And this remote sensing field has actually a number of applications. We can talk like the classic land monitoring, estimating the damage in the environment, and the radiation monitoring, urban planning, crop monitoring, soil quality evaluation, etc. So these are some of the applications of the remote sensing field. And one of the important part of this remote sensing field is the classification of the land for different purposes. So we can say that the land type classification is an important aspect of resource planning also, and it also plays an important role in designing and executing efficient utilization of land types for agriculture as well as other purposes as well. So in brief, we can say that the classification of land is an important part of resource planning, and for different purposes it has application not only in the agriculture field but also in the several other fields. So the classifying the particular land type is a very uh, actually we can say that the complex and the difficult problem. So what we have proposed to classify these land types. So I'm talk about this. So as we aware of, like in recent years, different machine learning techniques are being applied in different domain, and it is also applied into the natural resource planning field. So what we have proposed is an efficient approach for the classification of land type, and the proposed approach is machine learning based for accurate and efficient classifications of land type. And we have evaluated different machine learning techniques to classify land type on Landsat dataset, which is like again one of the popular dataset. And the methods are evaluated by using different standard evaluation metrics. So let's talk about the experimental setup. So this is the data set that we have used in our experiment, the state log data set, and it is a very common and popular data set, also known as Landsat satellite data set, and it is publicly available at UCI repository. So this data set has a total of 7 types of land in the data set, and this dataset contains different multispectral values in the satellite imagery. So here is the we can see the uh, distribution of the number of samples into this different 7 categories. So the left, this chart shows the details of our training set, and the right one shows the details of the test set. So as we can see, looking at the chart, we can say that the data set is also imbalanced. So in like it has 23.4% images for very damp gray soil, and like on other side it has very 9.4% uh, data for damp gray soil. So similar, so this is the distribution, and these are the 7 the labels are the different land types available in the data set. Here is a more detailed description of the dataset class wise. So basically ID, so there are 7 fields, so 7 IDs are there. Then we have 7 classes: red soil, cotton crop soil, gray soil, damp soil with vegetable stubble, mixture class soil, and very damp gray soil. And this is the number of samples into training and testing data. So you can see the red soil has the highest 1072 samples, and the percentage is 24% of the training data. Similar, we have the number of sample into the test data. So red soil has 461 samples, and the percentage relative percentage 23.05. So this is the detail of the data set. Now we have used several machine learning techniques. So specifically, we have used these uh, commonly used popular standard machine learning techniques. One is the support vector machines, k-nearest neighbors, random forest, and decision trees. So these are the four methods that we have uh, applied on our data set. And these are the evaluation metrics. So it is important to judge the performance of the different techniques. And as the data set is imbalanced, so accuracy cannot be only a criteria to judge the performance or evaluate this model different techniques. So that's why we have used these standard evaluation metrics, which are generally used to judge the performance of the model on when the data set is particularly imbalanced. So accuracy, that is given as the total classification made by the correct classification made by the classifier based divided by the total number of samples. And similarly, we have precision, recall or sensitivity, and the F1 score. So TP here says the true positive, TN is true negative, FP false positive, FN is false negatives. So these are the standard evaluation metrics we have used. Now coming to the results that after performing the experiment with the four machine learning approaches. So this is the summary of the various techniques on the data set as. So the first column shows the technique that we have applied, then the accuracy, precision, recall, and the F1 score for all the four algo techniques. So as you can see from this table is like the decision tree has accuracy of 85%, and we have can and k nearest neighbor gives 90.2 is the highest accuracy, random forest 91.2, and support vector machines gives the highest accuracy of 92, and also the precision, recall, and the F1 score is also higher for this for support vector machine compared to other three techniques. Here is a more visualization of the results of a particular methods on different classes. So we can see for decision tree. So this three actually bar shows the precision, recall, and the F1 score for the decision tree. Similar, the right side shows the precision, recall, and F1 score for the k-nearest neighbor. So we can see the on a very damp gray soil, the precision recall is the lowest, like 0.53, 55, and 54 respectively, and the KNN perform little bit better than the decision tree. We can see it from the damp gray soil that it is accuracy is precision is 0.72, and 0.69 is the recall, and F4 score is 0.7. Similar, we can see from here for two other algorithms. So here is the result for the random forest. So precision, recall, and F1 score class wise we have given this. So here also we can see that for the dumb gray soil, the precision is like 0.79, and recall is 0.63 and zero point 0.7 for the F1 score. So these results are somewhat better than the decision tree, and also we can see, yeah, better, the precision is better than the k nearest neighbor also. Okay, on the other side, if we look at the performance of the support vector machine on different classes, so we can see that for the red soil we are getting highest precision of 0.99, and the recall is 0.98, and F1 score is 0.99 again. And if we look at the dump gray soil class, so again we can see we are getting a precision of 0.81, and zero point 0.7 is the recall, and 0.75 is the F1 score. So this is highest for this dump gray soil among all these three other techniques like the random forest, decision tree, and the KNN. Okay. And we have also compared our approach with several other state-of-the-art methods. So in this table, we can see the accuracy of our proposed method compared to other works in the literature. So our method performs better, as we can see clearly from the table that our method gives the highest accuracy of 92%, while the other method accuracy is limited to 88 and 89.80. So this shows the superiority of the proposed method for classifying this. So here we can conclude our research that we've done. So in our proposed work, we have applied four different popular machine learning algorithms, namely support vector machine, random forest, k-nearest neighbor, and decision tree, to classify the seven different lane types available in the UCI repository dataset. And the performance of the various method is evaluated by standard evaluation metrics like the accuracy, precision, recall, and F1 score. These are the common evaluation metrics used to judge the performance of the imbalanced data set. And it is also found that the experimental results suggest that the classifying land types with the proposed machine learning methods gives higher accuracy. The performance is comparatively better than earlier methods. And we also found that out of the four methods that we have applied in our work, so SVM performs better compared to all other three techniques, and it gets highest accuracy of 92%. And also other evaluation metrics shows the superiority of the SVM. In summary, we can say that the machine learning based class lane type classification facilitates easy, faster, and low cost nature resource planning, and it can help in agriculture as well as in other areas. So that's it. So these are the some references. Okay, and thank you.